Hello gents, Mr. Bacali here, and I'm looking at number 17 on the trig review for properties of trigonometric functions. And we're starting out here with a cosecant value of square root of 3, and cotangent is negative. So the first thing we want to do is we want to identify what quadrant this will be located in. Since cosecant is positive, it could be located here, where all of them are positive, or in quadrant 2, where sine and its partner cosecant are positive. Now because cotangent is negative, that means out of 1 and 2, it could only be quadrant 2. Since it's located in quadrant 2, that's going to help me identify my signs. I'm going to know that x is negative, I'm going to know that y is positive, and of course my radius is always positive. So we'll see how that affects all my trig values. The first thing we need to do is go ahead and figure out what values we're given. Cosecant is the ratio r over y. So when you see square root of 3 over 1, that means my radius must be square root of 3 and my y value must be 1. So I'm only missing my x value. In order to determine my x value, I'm going to have to use my equation for a circle, x squared plus y squared equals r squared. We don't know the x, but we do know the y, and we do know the r value. Once you've filled those in, you can go ahead and square them. Square root of 3 squared is 3, and x squared equals 2. Take the square root of both sides, and it could be plus or minus 2. We've already taken care of that though. X is going to be negative square root of 2. Alright, now you can see the x, y, and r values. We can go to each of our trig functions, and we can set up the correct ratio. Let's start with sine. Okay, the sine value is y over r, which means you have 1 over square root of 3. And once you rationalize that, it becomes square root of 3 over 3. While we're here, we can go ahead and do the cotangent. That is x over y. That means we're going to have negative square root of 2 over 1, which is just negative square root of 2. Okay, cosine is x over r, so that would be negative root 2 over root 3. We will rationalize the denominator, and it becomes negative root 6 over 3. And same thing with secant, we've got r over x, so that's square root of 3 over negative root 2, which will become, once we rationalize the denominator here, square root of 2, it will be negative root 6 over 2. Remember, tangent is y over x, and that means we've got 1 over negative square root of 2. You rationalize your denominator with the square root of 2, and it's going to be negative square root of 2 over 2. Now, we're going to step back and look at these values. All of my values can be positive, or only 2 of them can be positive. They can't all be negative, so there should be 4 total negative values. I see, let me get my pointer here, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 negatives. I see 1, 2 positives. Any of the reciprocal identities are partners, so to speak. They have the same sign. So tangent and cotangent should have the same sign, and cosine and secant. Sine and cosecant should have the same sign. So there you have it.